Hello friends, welcome to our online study class. I am Ramdas Baksar and this is our very first lesson, Sources of History. Friends, we have studied about the two parts of history, that is ancient history and medieval Indian history, in the class 6th and 7th. In the 7th standard, we learn about the medieval period of Indian history, means from 9th century up to 18th century. And in the 6th standard, we learn about the ancient period of history, means from the Stone Age up to 8th century. Now this year, we are going to study the sources of modern Indian history. The period of modern Indian history means from 19th century up to freedom, means till 1947. Historical sources that includes material, written and oral sources. Last year also we studied the same lesson, the sources of medieval Indian history, and now this year the same lesson is there, but in it we have to learn the sources of modern Indian history. It includes written, oral and material sources, and material sources as well as modern technologies such as audio, video and audio visuals are included in the modern technology historical sources. Now let's start our lesson with the first sources of history, that is material sources. Material sources, it includes various objects, monuments, places, coins, sculptures, buildings, roads, bridges, water supply, fountains, prisons, forts, palaces, statues and memorials. These all things are included in the material sources. Buildings and places. The period of modern Indian history is believed as period of Europeans, especially the British rulers and governors of princely states. Before 1947, the Britishers, they ruled over our country near about 150 years. And in the period of Britishers, some princely states were there, means our union country was not there. The country was divided into small princely states, and the kings and queens separately ruled over their kingdom. And these states or the British governments, they built many of the buildings and many of the roads, bridges. We can see various buildings, bridges, roads, water supply system, fountains were built. These buildings include government offices, residence of officers, government offices, residence of officers, leaders and revolutionaries, places of rulers of princely states, forts, prisons, etc. Among the monuments, many buildings are intact even today. Now let's see these buildings that were built for the different purposes, like government offices were there, residences of the officers, leaders and revolutionary, palaces of the princely states, and these prisons means jail. Prisons means jail. And forts, we learn about the different forts in Maharashtra and the surrounding area of Maharashtra last year. For example, Shivneri fort is there, then Pratapgarh is there, then Sinhagad is there, like this. And the remains of this fort still it is there, and we can study many of the things from this. And now some of the buildings that are included as the national monument, whereas some are converted into museum. Museum means the place where these old things or where the this particular thing are kept in a building, that is museum. And now for example, cellular jail in Andaman, it is the island of our country. It is the island of our country, and it is in which ocean, that you have to write in the notebook, and you have to tell me where it is. And when we goes to visit these sites, we get an information about contemporary history, architecture, nature of the monument, and also the economic condition of that particular period. Just as during the visit to cellular jail in Andaman, we get information about the revolutionary work of V.D. Savarkar. V.D. Savarkar, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. And when we goes to visit the cellular jail in Andaman, then we will get an information about V.D. Savarkar. How did they fight from the prison, from cellular jail, against the British government? Not only this, many other historical monuments are there. That gives, for example, Mani Bhavan in Mumbai or Sevagram Ashram at Wardha. We get information about the history of Gandhian era. Means this cellular jail is there, Aga Khan Palace is there, then the this Mani Bhavan is there, or we can say Sabarmati Ashram is there, Sevagram Ashram is there, or the Shivneri fort, these different forts are there, and the buildings like Parliament building is there. These all buildings that gives us an information about the architecture of that period, about the nature of the monument, and also the economic condition of that period. In the 6th standard, we learn about some of the kings like Kushan kings. They minted the golden coins, means that shows, that tells the financial or economic condition of the Kushan rulers. Like this architecture or the nature of building, that also tells the financial or economical condition of the particular period. Now we can see the picture. It is of Aga Khan Palace and it is in Pune. If you got chance, then you can visit to the Aga Khan Palace. It is the memorial or it is the museum. Here some of the articles used by Mahatma Gandhi, then we can say for the study of history, various objects, paintings, photographs and such other things are preserved in a museum. At the Aga Khan Palace in Pune, we can see different objects, documents giving information about the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Means this is the museum. Now it is Aga Khan Palace, it is converted into museum, and in it the different documents, photographs of Mahatma Gandhi, then the used articles by Mahatma Gandhi, or the different things related to the Mahatma Gandhi can be seen in the Aga Khan Palace. Now in the next video we will see about the statues and memorials.